All right, guys. I told you guys that I would give you guys a preview for the huge match we have tomorrow against Manchester United, and I did not I did not forget. You guys may have thought I forgot, but no. I love you guys so much that I would never forget. I love you guys so much. Mwah, 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 mwah. Love you guys so much. You guys don't understand. I love you guys so much. So yeah, I'm here about to give you guys a preview for the Manchester United game. You guys probably thought I forgot because I left it late. No, it's just that there's people in this house, and there's people in this house, and I had to wait till they were asleep before I give you guys a preview. Now this is gonna be a short preview, guys, because there's not much to get into. Manchester United are very simple when they're brainwashed. I don't know if the new coach is going to fix them, but there's a huge possibility guys, that there's a huge possibility, guys, that what's it called? There's a huge possibility, guys, that the that what's it called the new coach of Manchester United, what's it called, will not fix them. You know what I'm saying? There's a huge chance because it's a brainwashing system. You guys know how the board is in Manchester United. It's a brainwashing system. You guys know how the board is in Manchester United. It is a brainwashing system in Manchester United, guys. The board is very brainwashy. But this is going to be a quick review, guys. What we need to do in order to beat Manchester United is just be direct. Use our pace and be direct. Keep battering at Manchester United. Keep knocking on the door against Manchester United and be direct. You know what I'm saying, guys? All we need to do is be direct against Manchester United. We have to be direct. We have to be straightforward. We have to pound on the door. We have to knock on the door. We have to continuously knock on the door. Use our pace. That is one thing. We have a lot of pace with Kai. Actually, we don't have that much pace right now because Mount is fast. Don't get me wrong. Mount is really, really fast. Mason Mount is super pacey, but he's not as pacey as who else we actually. I'm tripping. Mount is really fast. Mount is fast enough. We have good pace. Mount, Havertz, Werner, they're super pacey. Havertz is very pacey. But out of the three, Mount is the less paciest. So yeah, we just need to use our pace, guys. Use our pace and push on forward. You know what I'm saying? Use our pace and push on forward. Now, are we the paciest team in the world? We're up there. We're up there. We have some pretty fast players. You know what I'm saying? I would say Los Blancos are probably the paciest team in the world. Maybe. I'm still thinking. Los Blancos are very fast, guys. They have Vinicius Jr., they have Rodrigo. You know Eden Hazard. Eden Hazard is really fast, to be honest with you. I don't know if he's still fast because of his injuries, but he's very, very, very fast. Eden Hazard is very, very, very fast, guys. I don't know if he's super fast because of his injuries, but like he's very, 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 very fast. You know what I'm saying? He's very, 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 very fast. But they also obviously have Gareth Bale. He used to be like one of the fastest, if not the fastest winger in the world. And that's what drew the attention of Los Blancos. And Los Blancos got him from Tottenham Hotspurs, you know what I'm saying? Just like Modric drew the attention of Los Blancos. Then they got a promotion in their football careers, joined one of the greatest clubs, if not the greatest clubs in football history. Probably the greatest club in football history, Los Blancos. So Gareth Bale and Modric went there. So I would say Real Madrid, Los Blancos are super fast. Probably the fastest. I think Los Blancos are the fastest team in the world. You know, Benzema, he's got a lot of pace. Karim Benzema, he's got a lot of pace. But we're really fast too. You know what I'm saying? Um, us, the Blues, we're really fast. We're super pacey. Werner Havertz is super pacey. Mount got a lot of pace too. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people say Marcus Alonso is not that fast. I don't know. I don't know. Marcus Alonso is really fast. He may not be as fast as Ben Chilwell, but Marcus Alonso got some pace for his age. He got some pace. Obviously, he's not faster than Ben Chilwell, but I think he's barely not faster than Ben Chilwell. I think he's like barely not faster than Ben Chilwell. You know what I'm saying? Marcus Alonso got some pace to him. Marcus Alonso has a lot of pace to him. You know what I'm saying? So you guys need to back off Marcus Alonso. Marcus Alonso is just as good as Ben Chilwell. We're straight. We're straight. Marcus Alonso is it's just who's going to be our replacement. You know what I'm saying? What if something happens to Marcus Alonso? You see the type of season that we're having, guys. We're not having that good of a season when it comes to. We're not having that good of a season when it comes to we're not having that good of a season when it comes to injuries. We're getting all our best players are hurt. You know what I'm saying? All our best players are constantly getting hurt and injured. Literally, all our best players are constantly getting hurt and injured. All of our best players are getting hurt and injured. We are not having a good season when it comes to injury. But Marcus Alonso and Ben Chilwell, they're the same thing. They're on the same level. Marcus Alonso is probably better than Ben Chilwell, to be honest with you. Marcus, well, you guys need to back off. Just like you guys need to calm down on Loftus-Cheek. You guys are talking about starting Loftus-Cheek over Saul. Player, please. Loftus-Cheek should not start over Saul. I mean, maybe, like I said, I don't see the trending. Maybe Loftus-Cheek is because Tuchel loves Loftus-Cheek too. Because I told you it might be the name, but I might just not be seeing the training. Maybe Loftus-Cheek is burning Saul in training because Saul is one of the reasons why Atletico Madrid won La Liga BBVA. You know what I'm saying? They freaking won La Liga BBVA over Los Blancos, Blaugrana, Villarreal, Yellow Army of Villarreal, Sevilla, and Jules Koundé's defense. You know what I'm saying? Sevilla, Una Emery's Yellow Army of Villarreal, the Mestalla, Valencia. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I don't know. And you see how freaking Atletico Madrid are doing? It might have to do with a little bit of Saul leaving. You know what I'm saying? It might have a little bit to do with Saul leaving. You know what I'm saying? I know it's a loan deal, but it's basically us buying Saul because we tried to buy him probably, but the next destination was loan. So we couldn't buy him, so we had to loan him. So you know what I'm saying, guys? Not all loan deals are like that. You know what I'm saying? Some people try to buy, but it ends up being a loan. You know what I'm saying? But I think Atletico Madrid might want him to develop. Like they might be wanting some developmental plans for him. But I think honestly that Atletico Madrid lost out because Saul is already a sensational player. Ain't not much like he could have developed at Atletico Madrid. It's not like how we're putting Billy Gilmore to Norwich City. You know what I'm saying? That's a totally different story. Like Saul could be helping Atletico Madrid, and that's one of the reasons probably why. Well, honestly, they have Koke and all that, so I don't know if that was the reason why they lost to Rossoneri. Because Atletico Madrid have not been doing well in the Champions League, you know what I'm saying? And they've had really good Champions League campaign over the freaking decade. They made it to the finals 2 years in a row against their Madrid rivals, Los Blancos, and lost 2 years in a row. They even took Los Blancos to extra time. You know what I'm saying? Atletico Madrid are literally they're the best team in their group. They're better than Liverpool. You know what I'm saying? They're better than Liverpool. They're better than Rossoneri, AC Milan. They're better than, I think, Porto's in that group too. So for, you know what I'm saying, Atletico Madrid to be losing this much, it's just insane. You know what I'm saying? For Atletico Madrid to be losing this much, it's just insane. They lost two times to Liverpool. They got red cards, careless red cards. Like, I don't know why Atletico Madrid let go of Saul on a loan. He could have still developed at Atletico Madrid under Diego Simeone, a great manager. Maybe this is what Atletico Madrid were thinking. Diego Simeone is definitely the joint second best manager in the world. I've told you guys numerous times, Diego Simeone is definitely the joint second best manager in the world. No ifs, ands, or buts. He's absolutely sensational. He won La Liga BBA over Los Blancos and Blaugrana and the Messiahs Valencia, the Messiah Valencia up in the Messiah, Sevilla, the Yellow Army of Villarreal, Unai Emery's Villarreal. That's a huge accomplishment. I don't care what you say. That's a huge accomplishment. You know what I'm saying? La Liga BBA is more prestigious than the Barclays Premier League. Let's just get that straight. That is a humongous accomplishment. Atletico Madrid did a very sensational job last year, and so did Manchester City. Manchester City did a great job. They made it to the finals of the Champions League. They won the Barclays Premier League. Endless praise to City and Atletico de Madrid. But they might have been thinking Tuchel is such a great coach. Maybe Saul can steal a little something from Tuchel. The next year, Saul can bring some presence back to Madrid. You know what I'm saying? Some Tuchel knowledge back to Madrid. So that's one of the things that I'm saying Atletico Madrid might be doing. You know what I'm saying? Atletico Madrid might be thinking that way. But I think it's more so us wanting to strengthen our central midfield more. You know what I'm saying? But what I was trying to say is Saul is better than Loftus-Cheek, man. I don't know why Saul keep on starting over Loftus-Cheek. But hey, like I said, Loftus-Cheek is great too. No knock to Loftus-Cheek. As long as Chelsea Football Club win, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? But no knock to, but I think starting Saul would be the better thing than Loftus-Cheek. Yeah, Loftus-Cheek got height. You know what I'm saying? Loftus-Cheek is rejuvenating his career. But we're talking about the Saul, who freaking, the same guy who helped Atletico Madrid win La Liga BBVA. We're talking about La Liga BBVA. That's a huge deal. So for me, Saul has to be starting. And tomorrow he's starting because Kovacic is hurt, obviously. The Croatian Kovacic is hurt. And who else is hurt? Our best player, N'Golo Kante, is hurt. And yeah, so I can't put Mount next to freaking Jorginho because freaking we need to and because what not because we need to play defensive, because Lukaku's out, so I'm gonna have to want to push Mount up front. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm going to put Saul in the middle. Although I could put Mount in the center of midfield and start Ziyech, Werner, and Havertz. We could do that. But Mount needs, I don't know. I'm just going to put Saul there. Because Mount can track back. You guys know Mount is good defensively too. Mount is just like Koke. Like I said, Mount is just like Koke. Mason Mount. Mason Mount. Ole, 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 ole. 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 I forgot to do my sayings. Hope y'all are staying blue. Hope y'all are having a blue-tastic week so far. Seize up, baby. Seize up. Hope y'all are staying blue. Hope y'all are having a blue-tastic week so far. Seize up. Seize up, baby. Hope y'all are staying blue. Hope y'all are having a blue-tastic week. Seize up. But yeah, as I was saying, yeah, Mason Mount is just like Koke, man. He's an attacker. He has way more attacker flair than Koke. He's definitely going to surpass Koke. You know what I'm saying? We have the next generation on our side. We have Kai Havertz, going to be the next Cristiano Ronaldo. We have Mason Mount. Timo Werner is going to freaking be sensational. Although Timo Werner isn't considered a wonder kid anymore because he's like 25 years old, he's gonna be sensational. But y'all guys know my lineup already. Because of injuries, I can't start everyone that I want to start. So, yeah. Obviously, Kante's out, Kovacic is out, Lukaku's out, and the big blow, Chewill is out. But I'm telling y'all guys, Marcus Alonso and Chewill are on the same level. Marcus Alonso is probably better than Ben Chewill, to be honest with you. Marcus Alonso is such a good football player. You guys underestimate him too much. You guys underestimate the two Spanish people. You know what I'm saying? The country where football is the most excellent. The country where football is the most excellent. You guys bash on the two Spaniards, man. Jeez Louise. Y'all guys need to calm down, bro. Y'all guys need to freaking get your football knowledge straight. You guys bash on the freaking two Spaniards. Much love and respect. I don't care. Y'all can get it as long as Chelsea wins. But frick, if Thomas Tuchel hears the stuff you guys are saying, you guys might be leading Thomas Tuchel astray. But Tuchel ain't dumb. Tuchel knows exactly what we need. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is calm down. Do y'all guys hate Spain or something? Shoot. Dang. Marcus Alonso and Saul are great football players. Saul and Marcus Alonso are sensational. Marcus Alonso is just as good as Ben Chilwell. Marcus Alonso is one of the best left backs in the world. You know what I'm saying? Marcus Alonso is fine. That injury is like nothing. That injury is literally nothing. I think Marcus Alonso is probably better than Ben Chilwell. It's just that Ben Chilwell has a tad bit more pace on him. And Marcus Alonso has pace. You know what I'm saying? Y'all guys got to calm down. Marcus Alonso is sensational. If I was FIFA, I would rate Marcus Alonso 82 rated 8. I would rate Marcus Alonso 83 rated, and I'll rate Ben Chilwell 83 rated. I'll rate Marcus Alonso 83 and Ben Chilwell 83. Some days Ben Chilwell is better than Marcus Alonso. Some days Marcus Alonso is better than Ben Chilwell. Marcus Alonso offers stuff that Ben Chilwell sometimes don't offer, and Ben Chilwell offers stuff that Marcus Alonso can't offer. You know what I'm saying? They're both absolutely insane. Actually, let me no. Ben Chilwell and Marcus Alonso are literally the same class. You can't tell me that Ben Chilwell is like better than Marcus, and you can't tell me Marcus Alonso is better than Ben Chilwell. They're the same, man. They're the same. Y'all guys need to hop off Marcus Alonso's business and let him play his football. You'll see when he plays against Manchester United tomorrow, because that's a no-brainer. He's probably gonna. I mean, Aspilicueta could start left wing back, to be honest with you. But I mean, for me, I prefer Marcus Alonso. That's really funny. Our defense is our left wing defense is in the fate of Spaniards, which isn't a bad thing because Spain is the freaking best country in the world for football. But anyways, y'all guys will see when Marcus Alonso plays against Manchester United. Y'all guys will be like, maybe we shouldn't have been bashing Marcus Alonso all this time. It's literally the same thing. Ben Chilwell's injury isn't even going to affect us because of how good Marcus Alonso is. Although, what if Marcus Alonso gets tired? Then who are we going to play? We're going to play probably Aspilicueta. But if Aspilicueta because then who's going to play center back? Who's going to play, you know what I'm saying, replace Reece James if he gets tired, you know what I'm saying? So that's why squad depth is very important, which is why I don't think we should let Emerson go, you know what I'm saying? Now you guys can say Emerson is way below Chilwell's level. Emerson is not on the same level as Alonso or Ben Chilwell. Emerson, he's not in the same level as Ben Chilwell or Marcus Alonso. Emerson's really good, but he's not in the same level as Ben Chilwell and Marcus Alonso. Emerson is not in the same level at all as Ben Chilwell or Marcus Alonso, guys. Emerson is not in the same level as Ben Chilwell and Marcus Alonso. And I get us wanting to let him go, maybe get a little cash. The squad is too big, but we needed that depth. Now you see what's going on. Now what's going to happen if Cesar gets sick? You know what I'm saying? Then who's going to come off the bench? If freaking, you know what I'm saying? Too much little squad depth. You know what I'm saying? We should have kept Emerson. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But anyways, yeah. We should have kept Emerson, man. We should have kept Emerson. Just like we should have kept all these players. But hey, I'm not the one who calls the shots at Chelsea Football Club. I'm just a fan. You know what I'm saying? I'm just a fan. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, Ben Chilwell getting hurt, that means nothing. I mean, it means a lot because of squad depth. And Ben Chilwell is sensational player. But Marcus Alonso is the same as Ben Chilwell. Marcus Alonso, I was just saying start Ben Chilwell because since they're in the same golf and class, you know what I'm saying, I would start Ben Chilwell so that Ben Chilwell gets more experience because since Ben Chilwell is way younger, it only makes sense if you start the younger player who has more years in him rather than be starting the older player because they're in the same potential, you know what I'm saying? And then play Marcus Alonso in the cup games, you know what I'm saying? Because that's the advantage of being younger, guys. If you're 21 years old and a 29 years old has the freaking same skills as you, the 21-year-old will get more game time. except for if the coach sees that the experience of the 29-year-old will fit better for, you know what I'm saying, will fit better for the squad. Maybe he's because he's more experienced because he's 29 years old. He has 8 more years of experience. But what's it called? Under normal circumstances, if it's a 21-year-old and a 29-year-old, you'd probably want to prefer the 21-year-old if they're the same golfing talent. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, the Ben Chilwell injury, it did harm us because of squad. It harmed us a lot, but because of squad depth. But Marcus Alonso will do the job. Marcus Alonso will do the job for us. Marcus Alonso is the same level as Ben Chilwell. You know what I'm saying? Marcus Alonso is the same level as Ben Chilwell. It was kind of like back in the day when Real Madrid had Marcelo and the Portuguese Fabio Coentrão. Real Madrid had two star-studded left backs. They had Marcus Alonso and they had Fabio Coentrão. Las Blancas had Fabio Contral. They had not Marcus Alonso, Marcelo, the Brazilian Marcelo and Fabio Contral. They were both sensational left backs. Marcelo and Fabio Coentrão were both sensational left backs. So it really didn't hurt Las Blancas if Las Blancas had an injury. Back then, it did not hurt Las Blancas that bad if Las Blancas had an injury because they had Marcelo and Fabio Coentrão, the Brazilian and the Portuguese. Fabio Coentrão was sensational. Marcelo was sensational. Now, Marcelo stayed at Las Blancas longer. The club preferred Marcelo more. I think Marcelo did end up becoming better than Fabio Coentrão over the years. But once it like what's it called? Once they like at some point they were the same. You know what I'm saying? They were the same. You know what I'm saying? And that's probably what's gonna happen on Ben Chilwell. Ben Chilwell is probably gonna surpass Marcus Alonso a lot because Marcus Alonso is old. You know what I'm saying? Marcus Alonso is old. So maybe in the future we'll be like, okay, hands down, Ben Chilwell should start over Marcus Alonso, just like what happened on Marcelo and Fabio Contral. Marcelo literally made Fabio Contral have to leave the club. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but yeah. We've had so many good left backs in our club, man. We've had Filipe Luis. I was sad when he left us to go to Atletico Madrid again. I was so sad when Filipe Luis left us to go to Atletico Madrid. We've had Ashley Cole, the legend Ashley Cole. Ben Chilwell is going to surpass Ashley Cole so much, you know what I'm saying? Ben Chilwell is so much better than Ashley Cole. We've had Ashley Cole. We've had Ben Chilwell. We've had so much great left backs. You know what I'm saying? Paulo Ferreira could have played left back, kind of like how Aspilicueta can play left back. The Portuguese Paulo Ferreira. You know what I'm saying? The Portuguese Paulo Ferreira. We've had decent right backs. So actually, our right backs have been a different story. I mean, Aspilicueta and Reece James are good, but other than that, I don't think we've actually had that much good right backs. Boshingwa was all right. Ivanovic was trash. Branislav Ivanovic was trash. Let's get that straight. Branislav Ivanovic was trash. Ivanovic was horrible. You know what I'm saying? Ivanovic should have been staying at the center back role. But you know what I'm saying? Ivanovic was trash, man. You know what I'm saying? Branislav, I mean, I think he won us the Europa League one time. In the Europa League finals, he did a great job. He scored like 2 header goals or something like that. But Ivanovic was trash. He was slow. Now, you guys call him Marcus Alonso. Marcus Alonso is not slow at all. But Ivanovic over at the right back position, he was trash. We've not even had that much good right backs. Paulo Ferreira was kind of weak too. Paulo Ferreira, it's just that, you know what I'm saying? We all love Paulo Ferreira. We love the Portuguese Paulo Ferreira because he loved Chelsea. Do you see how much Paulo Ferreira loved Chelsea? Paulo Ferreira loved Chelsea so much. Paulo Ferreira loved Chelsea so much. That man bled Chelsea blue. He, like my old channel, Bleed Chelsea Blue channel. Like my old channel, Bleed Chelsea Blue channel. Paulo Ferreira loved Chelsea Football Club so much. Paulo Ferreira really loved Chelsea Football Club. You know what I'm saying? Paulo Ferreira loved Chelsea Football Club so much. But he wasn't that good of a player. But his heart for the club made him fight. You know what I'm saying? Which is why he had some good performances. He had some good performances. He wasn't like Aspilicueta. He's not like Reece James. He's not like Chewill. He's not like Marcus Alonso. You know what I'm saying? He's just like how Branislav Ivanovic was and how Boshingwa was. And I think Boshingwa was better than Ivanovic. Boshingwa was more pacey. Boshingwa could cross the ball. You know what I'm saying? Boshingwa could cross the ball. I think Quaresma, you remember Quaresma, the guy who freaking could curl the ball, you know what I'm saying, with his foot, you know what I'm saying? He could do the curling crosses with his right foot, you know what I'm saying? Quaresma, the guy who could do the curling crosses, Quaresma, he's kind of like how Cho was. He could play a little bit of right wing back too, but he was really a right winger, you know what I'm saying? Quaresma. But I'm not a big fan of playing right wing midfielders at right wing back. I'm not a big fan. People are talking about solid left wing back. I'm not a big fan of that. Stick to your position. You know what I'm saying? You've been training at center mid your whole life. It's not easy to just pick up a new position. I'm not a fan of putting Cho at right wing back. I'm not a fan of Saul at left wing back. I'm not a fan of that at all. I literally do not like that. I despise that. That's too risky. It's just way too risky. Way too risky. But anyway, yeah, guys, shoot. We just have to be direct against Manchester United. We have to be ready. We have to be alert. We have to be alert. The boys need to go to bed early. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like they always do. The boys always go to bed early. We just have to be alert. We have to be direct. We have to be pacey. We have to have crisp passing. You know what I'm saying? Saul needs to be on his game because I'm entrusting him. Hopefully Thomas Tuchel, who's the boss, will entrust him. He needs to be on his defensive game because we don't have N'Golo Kante. We don't have N'Golo Kante to be saving our butts every time, you know what I'm saying? So Salah needs to be in his game. Salah needs to be in his game. He needs to be ready and in his game. I know he's not played that much football because for some reason we're not preparing him, but Salah needs to be ready. Salah needs to be ready. I know he's not played much football, but I still trust him, you know what I'm saying? I still trust him, you know what I'm saying? Whew. Yeah, but Marcus Alonso, man, we're straight. We're straight. As long as we don't get any more injuries, fingers crossed. We're probably going to get more injuries because that's what's happened this season. Well, I don't know a team who has had worse injuries than us. And Holland just came back to Dortmund, so they can't really they can complain. They lost Holland for a long time. But he was supposed to miss the whole of the season, but he came back. You know what I'm saying? But you cannot complain. You can't. No other clubs can complain as much as we can complain. We deserve to complain infinite. We deserve to complain infinite because we have gotten injuries after 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 injuries. You know what I'm saying? It's not fair. It is not fair. It's disgusting. It's awful. It's catastrophic how much injuries we've got. It's literally not fair. You know what I'm saying? It's not fair. It just isn't fair. We've not had a good season when it comes to our players like being fit. We've had a sensational season, but injuries, man. Injuries after injuries after injuries. Lukaku's out. He's not even going to get his revenge at Manchester United for all the brainwashing they did against him. You know what I'm saying? It's just terrible. What's happened to us is just terrible. You know what I'm saying? It's just terrible. Unfortunately, bad things happen. You know what I'm saying? Bad things happen in this world. You know what I'm saying? Bad things happen in this world. You know what I'm saying? Bad things happen. Bad things are happening to us. We've had so much injuries, it's not even funny. Do you know how much injuries we've had? Oh my goodness. And man, you guys don't understand. I'm angry. I'm angry about how much injuries we've had. You know what I'm saying? But Marcus Alonso will do the job, guys. Marcus Alonso will do the job. And we have to be alert on defense, too. You know what I'm saying? Cristiano Ronaldo is there. You know what I'm saying? CR7 is there. You know what I'm saying? CR7 is going to be hungry. He's going to be looking for blood. We have to do the job. You know what I'm saying? CR7 against Reece James. Reece James can take CR7. I know CR7's pacey as heck. CR7's pacey as heck, but like Reece James can take on CR7. I know CR7's super duper fast. He's 36 years old, but he's super duper pacey. He has pace for days, but Reece James can take on CR7. Chalobah's got pace too. He's got young legs. And it's, you know what I'm saying? We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. Christensen there too. Rudiger is not really going to have altercations with Cristiano Ronaldo in the game because Rudiger is going to be a left center back role. Rudiger might have altercations with Jadon Sancho though, but you know Jadon Sancho doesn't have that much pace. He's more skillful, but since he's brainwashed, he doesn't even have skill at all because he's in Manchester United. He doesn't even have skill at all because he's at Manchester United. But if it was at Borussia Dortmund, that would be a problem. But he doesn't even have pace, so we don't really got to worry about Sancho that much. But who knows? There might be an odd game where he turns up. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? Remember when we didn't brainwash Fernando Torres. Fernando Torres was just a straight up flop. You know what I'm saying? He was just a straight up flop. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is sometimes players who aren't doing well turn up. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? They turn up sometimes in some games. Like Torres turned up some game. Remember? Like, I think he scored a hat trick for us one time. You know what I'm saying? So, who knows? Sancho might choose this game to turn up. But it's a different story when you bring brainwash. You know what I'm saying? Torres was not brainwashed. You know what I'm saying? He had a good coach with him. He had one of the best boards in the world, if not the best board in the world. So Torres was not brainwashed, but Sancho is being brainwashed. But we gotta look after Cristiano Ronaldo. Like we have to man mark him. You know what I'm saying? We don't really have to worry about Sancho that much because it's not the real deal. It's not the Borussia Dortmund Sancho. It's not the Borussia Dortmund Jadon Sancho. You know what I'm saying? It is not the Borussia Dortmund Jadon Sancho. You know what I'm saying? Luke Shaw, he betrayed us. He was a Chelsea fan. Luke Shaw was a Chelsea fan. Oh, Luke Shaw, I'm a Chelsea fan. I'm Luke Shaw, I'm a Chelsea fan. But I'm going to sign with the Red Devils. Yeah, I'm Luke Shaw, I'm a Chelsea fan. I'm a Chelsea fan. I'm Luke Shaw and I'm a true blue. When I was young, I was a Chelsea fan. Oh, I'm Luke Shaw. I'm a Chelsea fan. But you know what? I see money. I see money. So I'm going to sign with Manchester United. Yeah, I'm a true blue. I'm a true blue. My name is Luke Shaw. Now you're getting brainwashed, fool. You know what they did? They negotiated you. You know what I'm saying? They negotiated you. Manchester United are a sensational negotiating team. They know how to lure players in. They lured Shaw in, and he was Chelsea. He stabbed Chelsea in the back. He was one of the most promising left backs. You know what I'm saying? He was one of the most promising left backs. You know what he did? He stabbed Chelsea in the back. He stabbed us, Pride of London, in the back. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I'm a Chelsea fan. I'm Chelsea through and through. Go Blues! Go Blues! And then you sign for Manchester United. That makes me angry. That makes me sick to my stomach. Y'all know I'm a class act, but y'all know some stuff just irritates me. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I'm Luke Shaw. I love Chelsea Football Club so much. I'm a Chelsea fan. Then you sign for Manchester, man. Screw you. Screw you, Luke Shaw. Anyways, we have the last laugh because Ben Chilwell is way better than Luke Shaw. He did score against Italy, but I told you, national teams, the players are free at Manchester United. The national teams, the players are free. Cristiano Ronaldo is freaking the best player in the world when it comes to international football. CR7's the best football player in the world when it comes to international football. It's weird. They're free. You know what I'm saying? They're free when they're in their national teams. Y'all saw that freaking Man United center back Maguire. He scored. They are free when it is in the national teams. They are free, which is why I don't know why Jadon Sancho wasn't called up for England squad. I don't know why Jadon Sancho wasn't called up for England squad. It's the right Jadon Sancho. It's the Borussia Dortmund Jadon Sancho. It's the Borussia Dortmund Jadon Sancho. You know what I'm saying? It's the Borussia Dortmund Jadon Sancho. You still call him up. It's not the brainwashed Jadon Sancho. You know what I'm saying? You guys know what I'm saying? So, yeah. I mean, sometimes, unfortunately, like you look at Juan Mata, sometimes, unfortunately, they carry the virus to the Spain national squad. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, unfortunately. But at most cases, the brainwashment stops when they come back to their national team because it's a different environment and everything. It's a different environment and everything. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, yeah. Marcus Alonso is good, yo. Marcus Alonso is good. You know what I'm saying? Marcus Alonso is good. Marcus Alonso is good. You know what I'm saying? Much love to what's it called? Shaw. I don't like you guys know I don't hate anyone. It's just that when it comes to football, you know what I'm saying? When it comes to football, I'm strictly business with Chelsea Football Club. You know what I'm saying? I'm strictly business with Chelsea Football Club. So what Shaw did, that's just unforgivable in the football world. You know what I'm saying? You call yourself a Chelsea fan when you're young. You get really talented. You know what I'm saying? And just because Manchester United seem more attractive to you, you go to Manchester United. But you didn't know that Manchester United are the type of team to lure you in, then destroy your career. You didn't know that Manchester United can negotiate very, very well. You didn't know that's all they can do. But then when you get to the club, they destroy you. They obliterate you. They brainwash you. They put you under the freaking brainwashing system. You know what I'm saying? They put you under the brainwashing system. So if Shaw watches this video, I don't hate you. I don't hate anyone. I love everyone. But when it comes to football, it's strictly business. So, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not with you. You know what I'm saying? I don't help you. I'm not going to give you no advice. I'm not going to pat you on the back. It's strictly business. I want Chelsea Football Club to be the best all the time. I want us to win all the time. It's strictly business. I'm not finna pat you on the back. I'm not finna show you love, respect. You know what I'm saying? But much love and respect. If that makes sense to you guys know what I'm talking about. But anyways, yeah. What Luke Shaw did was annoying as heck. I hate that crap. And you know what I'm saying? Juan Mata did it too. Matic did it too. You know what I'm saying? Nemanja Matic, Juan Mata did it. And you look what happened to them. They got brainwashed. They got brainwashed. Yo. They got brainwashed. Oh, yeah. But anyways, we just have to be direct against Manchester United. Play solid defense. It's going to be a walk in the park, guys. It's at the bridge, too. It's not going to be hard, man. It's not going to be hard, man. It's a 90% chance we're going to win. I do not see us coming away with a draw or a tie in this one. I honestly see us winning 2-0, 3-0. You know what I'm saying? 2-0, 3-0. This is going to be an easy one, guys. This is going to be an easy one. It's not going to be like coming to play City or Liverpool, you know what I'm saying? Or even Arsenal. This is going to be an easy one. We just have to be direct. We got to use our pace. We got to use our skill. We got to play intelligently. Salah's got to play defensively. You know what I'm saying? Salah's got to play good defensively, you know what I'm saying? Because we don't have N'Golo Kante. But this is ours, man. This is ours. We're going to host Manchester United at Stamford Bridge. And Manchester United are going to get a butt whooping. Manchester United are going to lose. My prediction is 3-0 us. 3-0 us. 2-0 or 3-0 us. 2-0 or 3-0 us. Unfortunately, Lukaku isn't going to be there. So I'll just say 2-0 Chelsea. 2-0 Chelsea. 2-0 Chelsea. That's my prediction. 2-0 or 3-0 Chelsea. I think Kai Havertz is going to score, and I think Timo Werner is going to score. I think Kai Havertz is going to score. I think Timo Werner is going to score. Yeah, Havertz and Werner are going to be the goal scorers. If we get a third goal, I'll give it to Mount, because y'all guys saw my first video about this, you know what I'm saying? I'll give it to Mount. I'll give it to Mount, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, we have to be direct. We got to use our pace. We got to play strong. We got to play powerful. Y'all know Pogba ain't nothing, man. Pogba ain't nothing. They're talking about Pogba going to Real Madrid. Real Madrid don't need Pogba. Pogba is trash, man. He's one of the cases where he's been at United for so long, and he's one of the people who freaking, like, what's it called, severely got infected. Paul Pogba, he got severely infected. You know what I'm saying? He chose United over Old Lady for some reason. When Old Lady are a much better club to be at. If he was at Old Lady, he would be a star. You know what I'm saying? If Pogba was at Old Lady, he would be a star. But for some reason, he wanted to go back to Manchester United. The freaking negotiation skills in Manchester United. Like, how do you want Manchester United over Old Lady Juventus? That's crazy. Juventus is so much more of a prestigious club than Manchester United. How do you want freaking Manu over Old Lady? It's the negotiation skills of Old Trafford. You know what I'm saying? He picked the wrong old. He picked Old Trafford over Old Lady. You know what I'm saying? He could have been a star, but now I think he's that type of brainwashed United player that there's no hope for him anymore. Like, even if he goes to another club, he's just going to do terrible in the other club. Like, one play, I think it was freaking Paul Scholes. Paul Scholes, the Old Trafford guy. Hey, you know what I'm saying? He's the Old Trafford legend. But what's it called? Paul Scholes was in United one day. There wasn't that brainwashing. You know what I'm saying? Paul Scholes did some amazing stuff for United. Although he says Chelsea aren't going to win the league. And he says some kind of crappy things about Chelsea, which is just stupid talk. You know what I'm saying? That's stupid talk. Carefree Lewis, shout outs, big ups to Carefree Lewis. Carefree Lewis debated Paul Scholes, you know what I'm saying? Carefree Lewis debated Paul Scholes. Carefree Lewis debated Paul Scholes, and Carefree Lewis shut Paul Scholes' mouth because Paul Scholes was talking crazy about Chelsea not winning the league. Paul Scholes was saying crazy things. Carefree Lewis debated Paul Scholes, and Carefree Lewis shut Paul Scholes' mouth. Big ups to Carefree Lewis. Big ups to Carefree Lewis. Much love. Y'all know I show love and respect to my fellow Chelsea fans. Big ups to Carefree Lewis. Much love. You guys are brothers to me. I'll do anything for you Chelsea fans. I'll do anything. You know what I'm saying? If I had the YouTube money, I'll freaking give freaking Carefree Lewis some money. Love, love, love. All love to Chelsea fans. Y'all guys don't understand. Big love to Chelsea fans. Big ups to Carefree Lewis. He's a fellow Blue. If you're a Chelsea fan, I love you like a brother. It's like the body of Christ. I got your back, bro. If you're a Chelsea fan, I love you like a brother. Big ups to Carefree Lewis. Anyway, yeah, but Paul Scholes was right about this. I think he was the one. It was either him or Rio Ferdinand. All these Manchester United freaking players, man, talking on freaking ESPN UK and stuff like that. Jesus Louise, man. Jeez Louise. Some of them just don't know what they're talking about. But Paul Scholes did get it right when he was talking about Paul Pogba, saying he's just going to be doing the same stupid all stuff till he's 30-something. Paul Pogba has no hope. He's been drained, brainwashed. You know what I'm saying? He went to Manchester United. This is what happened. Paul Paul Scholes. Paul Pogba went to Manchester United when he was young. I think he started off at Juventus or Manchester United. I don't remember. But he went to he was at Manchester United when he was young. Then he went to Old Lady Juve. And then he got brainwashed again. He got tricked again. And then he went back to Manchester United. And now he's blah-blah-dolled and brainwashed. Y'all see how atrocious of a footballer Paul Pogba was, you know what I'm saying? Paul Pogba is an atrocious footballer now. So we ain't even got to worry about Paul Pogba anymore, you know what I'm saying? He's brainwashed. He's one of the, it's kind of like Mourinho. It's kind of like Jose Mourinho, you know what I'm saying? Jose Mourinho is done for too, man. But some players do make it out safely. Like, I don't know. They make it out, you know what I'm saying? Like Lukaku, he made it out. He's making something out of himself. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? It's literally just how you maneuver things. You know what I'm saying? If you maneuver your way around the system well, you know what I'm saying? You'll be good. You'll be good, but I don't know. It's dangerous. Just don't go to Manchester United, dude. Just don't go to Manchester United. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, we play United tomorrow. Yeah, it should be an easy win. It should be an easy win. Yeah, as long as we do what I say, play straightforward, use our pace, use our skill, pass the ball well, play solid defense. I'm sure Thomas Tuchel made them watch film because although United are not that good, they're still a professional football team. So you still got to take them seriously. You know what I'm saying? Play aggressive. You know what I'm saying? Saul got to track back a lot. You know, not track back a lot, but stay back, not track back. We don't want him to be playing too offensively in this game. But anyways, I'll catch y'all guys later. A bunch more videos are coming soon, guys. Um, yeah, y'all tell me if y'all want me to make these videos 2 hours videos. Yeah, I keep telling y'all guys in the comment down section below. I guess y'all just don't care. You know what I'm saying? Y'all just don't care. You know what I'm saying? Y'all just don't care if these videos are freaking 2 hours or 3 hours long. So I'm just going to keep doing the short videos that I always do. Anyways, y'all stay blue. Y'all have a blue-tastic week. Seize up, baby. Seize up. Y'all stay blue. Y'all have a blue-tastic week. Seize up. Oh, yeah, let me tell y'all guys about these chicks, man. Y'all guys know I love these chicks, man. Freaking, y'all guys know Haley Miller. That's the chick I love the most. I'm literally in love with her. Our streak is up to like 125 days. She's literally the love of my life. You know what I'm saying? Y'all guys think I'm playing. That's who I love the most, Haley Miller. Actually, I'll tell y'all guys about the chicks later. I gotta go, guys. I gotta get some sleep. You know what I'm saying? Get some sleep. But yeah, Haley Miller, that's the chick I love the most. The most, for real. I love her so much. You know what I'm saying? She's so beautiful and amazing. She wears glasses too. You know what I'm saying? Her pretty blue eyes. I am in love with her. I love her so much. She just came back from Disney World. Anyways, y'all stay blue. Y'all have a blue-tastic week. Seize up. Seize up.